So, it's been a while. And I was going to record this morning. Went to Cars and Coffee at Detail Depot. It just rebranded. Detail Garage just rebranded and had a reopening. And they haven't done a Cars and Coffee in a while, but they had one today. And it's kind of where everybody went. I wanted to go to Slow Sunday, but it was going to be dead. And, everyone was going with that's not what they wanted. They wanted to see more like hype things, so Lambos, things like that. But a couple updates on the BMW on the E60. This thing. All right. So first and foremost, of course, my third iteration of headlights. I don't know if you can tell that this one's got like a weird little projector on top of the lens of the projector. These are extremely fucking bright. By the way, I don't think I can show you guys, but key on me. But just really quickly, go over a couple things that I've been battling. I kind of just work on it like whenever I think of things. Like I'll just come and like tinker with it. So that's why I don't record. And I know that I should be recording more, but I kind of suck, so I don't. I washed the car today, so I had these filters on, or the filter covers on. It's not gonna rain anytime soon, and I don't need them, so I'm just gonna take them off. So that's probably the first thing that I guess we can address and we can look at. I sold my AFE intake. Could have bought new filters from, but I honestly like, and it can be corny if you call it or whatever, but I like that the filters poke out through the little vent, And I feel like for like functionality wise, like that actually makes sense, getting fresh cold air from there directly to the filters. So here's what my issues were. The car has been having a sputter thing for God knows how long. After the misfires and everything, after I fixed all that, it worked great, drove great, but whenever I would really get on it, like at high boost, it would sputter and kind of like fall back down. So one, I replaced the plugs. Now the plugs, I ordered them this time from FCP so that I can get the lifetime warranty. If you know, you know. But here is, keep in mind, these have like 5,000 or less miles on them. And this is after me cleaning them. So that is, this thing will focus. It wants to focus on me. See, that is not nice. They're not nice. So I swapped them out and put some fresh ones. But also with that, when I got these plugs, I completely forgot, without thought. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while, and I guess it just slipped my mind, and I know that I didn't do it, but I didn't gap them. So they were at a 0.030 gap when, as much boost as I'm pushing, it should be like 0.022 or like 0.020, which I've gapped these now to 0.020. These plugs gapped correctly, brand new. This, my charge pipe. So none of this is meant for this car, of course. 535s are, for whatever reason, different than the rest of N54 cars, of course. So the intercooler has got a different design than the rest. So I have to use the stock piping, the lower piping, unless I get a different intercooler that I'd have to upgrade this hose as well so that it can adapt to like a silicone coupler type of seat. So this was sitting all the way down here. So when I clamped it, it wasn't a good proper seal behind the bead. Like the bead is right here, and the clamp used to sit all the way down there. So under high RPMs or high boost, it would create a small boost leak. And that boost leak in turn corrected a bunch of the timing, which would cause it to sputter so much. Also, whenever I turn the car on, back to the intakes, because I completely forgot to explain why I even changed it in the first place, but with that intake up there, the AFE, the filters were so bad that my car was actually, my IATs were super high, like in the 130s, 140s. And my fans would turn on super aggressively, like literally as soon as I started the car. Like it was not even like it needed to be warmed up or anything. Like it was just immediately already trying to just push so much air because they were just so restricted. So got these cones, my IATs dropped down to below 100. After pools, they went up to like 120, but they're significantly cooler. Oh, headlight. I finally fixed this issue that I had, right? Because this is my cracked headlight that the car came with. You know, I had cracks all over that I've attempted to fix, but it was still leaking and stuff. So I finally replaced the housing. This housing had its own issues as well. It was missing both these tabs. I replaced the tabs, but because this is an aftermarket tab and my car was hit right here, hence the broken headlight, the bracket doesn't line up. So I had to use a zip tie to keep it held together. This side barely lines up too, but it lines up. I can now probably swap this stupid 10 millimeter for a Torx. So I'm gonna do that really quick while I remember and I got you guys here. See, that bolt's not that long. It fit and it worked, but it wasn't as nice having, you know, full Torx all the way around. So that's that. Those are the issues up front that I was dealing with, and the car runs significantly better. I mean, like night and day. I don't have any more sputtering issues. This entire time that I was fighting all of that, it was simply a boost leak, some improperly gapped plugs, and a restrictive intake. Who would have thought, right? Another thing that I've temporarily fixed, this one's gonna be one that I don't know when I'm ever gonna actually fix it because it's a huge pain in the ass. And that is the rubber trim here. Okay. All of it was falling off on this side. Like it would just hang out and then I'd have to like hold it to the door, close the door, shove it in there, and then slam the door shut to make sure they would stay there. There was like a double-sided tape stacked on top of double-sided tape, and it was a horrible thing. But so I got this replacement. It's not as like big, but it snakes into here, goes out all the way underneath, and snakes back up into this one. So it's more of a seamless and not like where the two butts joined in and there's like a little bit of a gap in between them. So it sits in perfectly. What else? I've been running my normal plate since I'm still on probation, and I have to be a good boy about it. What else? Oh, car runs great, right? But I am plagued with another issue, or two more issues. One I'm gonna fix before the other, obviously, but my turbo seals are bad. My car smokes like a motherfucker, burns oil like a motherfucker. They're bad. It is what it is. I could rebuild the turbos, but why would I want to do that when I could upgrade them, right? So that's what I'm gonna do eventually. The next thing that I need to do, and this is to prepare myself for the new turbos, is a new clutch. So my clutch is slipping bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but I can still drive it normally. But that's the key, is I can only drive it normally. I can't drive it hard. I've tried doing pulls and a bunch of like bullshit, but it won't. It breaks up at high boost now. Now that it actually has no boost leak and it's shooting the target of 20 to 21 psi, the clutch, like my revs, they just fucking shoot and the car goes nowhere. So clutch is toast. I need to order that. I want to go with a Turner lightweight flywheel and the OEM 550i clutch. Good upgrade. Good OEM plus upgrade. So it'll still have the OEM pedal feel, but it'll be able to handle a lot more. And then with the lightweight flywheel, of course, that'll be a quicker response and everything. I will have to raise my idle a little bit just to avoid the chatter. So I'll probably raise the idle to like 900. It's not that big of a deal. It's only like a couple hundred more or whatever. But yeah, I mean, car's been great. Other than that, man, I mean, it gets up and goes wherever I want it, whenever I want it. That car is great. It's a great car. Also, I updated my phone to iOS 26, the beta, and now my CarPlay doesn't work, so I have to do the old good old Bluetooth method or whatever. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's my fault. I asked for it. I did it to myself. Don't want to blame it myself. So, I think that's it. And I know this was literally just a talking video, but if you made it this far, I do appreciate you. And you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.